Okay, raise your hand if you currently have at least one friend. Me too. So this idea of friendship is it's complicated because there's friends and this kind of friend, that kind of friend. But a close friend that you actually is kind of with you thick and thin, that you can really share stuff with is very valuable and is certainly correlated to happiness in studies that are out there, having some friends. The average number of friends is 2 in this country, like really good friends. And there's certain things you need to make friends. Proximity, and there's all these different things. There's common overlaps tend to help with friendships. You can look at a background, interests, occupation, demographics. Usually there's going to be at least some of these, right? That proximity thing is important, actually being around someone. Now, the quality and quantity of friendships has been declining in this country, at least according to some researchers, and the average number of really people you could really call good friends is 2. That means there's a lot of people with 0. There's a lot of people with 1. So I found myself in this situation where I'd moved all over the country and the world. I was working for myself. I had a young child, and my friendship kind of ecosystem had degraded severely. And I was like, something's wrong. And I'd moved back to New York. I was living in Jackson Heights in Queens, and I was just like, I need, it was a sad realization to come to. I'd see other people sort of maybe in my shoes walking around the neighborhood, a lot of young families out in Jackson Heights and Queens. And I thought, maybe there's some way, but I wasn't connecting with them. I was living there for like a year and a half. It just wasn't happening. And I'm like, what can I do? What could bring us together? So I thought, how can we just sort of get some people together? Like going out for a beer. That seems like people know how to do that. So maybe I'm going to start like a dad's beer meetup thing. So I posted it to a couple of neighborhood listservs. And, see what happens. Some people did respond, as you can see down there at the bottom. Such a great idea, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know if anyone was going to come. Apparently this was newsworthy. Before the first gathering, local press, it's like The Onion, but it's real. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe someone's going to show up. So I go to this bar, the Ready Penny Inn, and no one was there. And then suddenly there were like 25 guys there, and we were drinking and having a good time. I knew maybe 1 or 2 of them a little bit from around the neighborhood, but most I didn't know. And it was nice because it was, like I said, everyone knows how to go have a beer or a seltzer water or whatever. You don't have to drink alcohol. And soon, before walk around the neighborhood, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Not that we were like best buddies or anything, but it's just sort of a familiar face. And so that was already an improvement. And actually, one of these guys I had really good rapport with, and we're like using power tools with each other, and our kids are playing with each other, and it's good. He's actually a real friend that I'm gonna do something with tomorrow, and that has improved my life. So how did I do? I admitted I had a problem. I thought locally, and thought about what kind of overlaps that people need to have. So just something, we're all in the same neighborhood, we're all dads. That's sort of a baseline. And then get together enough people and there might be something that comes out of it. So if you want to do that, you want to definitely find the right platforms. And so I would find something that is locally based. Actually, a co-working community is great because people actually come and they're in the same place. Book a venue, announce it, and see what happens. So that's kind of what I did, and it's one of the things that's helped me improve my social life, and that has helped me a lot. So that's just one story, and there's a lot of ways to skin this cat, and probably a lot of people are in a better situation than I was in them, but I don't think I'm unique, and I just wanted to share this story, and that's me. Jonny Goldstein at visualizegood.co and some little social media things.